Hey y'all, so welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. This video is about how to stay safe while you're traveling by yourself. So step one, know God. Step one, know God. Know that the God in you, right? Your access to God through your higher self, through your soul, through the spirit, through the energy that is in you, that is God. Know that the fact that God is with you at all time, you're his, you're God's child. First of all, know that you're safe, period, right? That's what I'm saying here. No matter what you do, know that you're protected, period. Know that you have ancestors behind you. Know that you have an army of angels, right? Like, let's be so serious. It's so funny sometimes when people are like scared of traveling. I mean, it's not funny because it's valid. Their feelings are valid, whatever. But like, it's just so false. Like, it's just such a lie. Like, it's just such a lie that like you need that there should be any fear. Like, there should not be any fear there. Like, you're God's child, you're protected, period. But anyway, moving forward, just know that you're protected, period, right? So, but let's get on to some practical things, because this is how we're protected, period, but we also take precautions, right? So that's number one, know God. Number two is stay sober. You can smoke weed, just don't smoke too much, and don't smoke from just anybody, of course. You can smoke weed though, but don't drink. If you don't have to drink, don't drink. If you have to drink, drink one drink, period. One drink for the entire occasion, like, or if you're out all night, all day, one drink during the day, one drink way hours later in the night. Two max. I do not recommend drinking at all. Just stay away from it. Like, just stay away. We all have heard stories. Like, all the stories that you've heard, they always involve drugs, guys. They always involve alcohol. Like, I'm telling you, they always involve alcohol. Or, and this is step 3 on how to stay safe, right? Step 1, know God. Step 2, stay sober, so that you can stay alert and vigilant, so that you can be in control of your body. And your mind and your decisions aren't impaired, and like your ability to, your red flag detector is like sharp, you know. It's not like cloudy. You're like, is that a red flag? Should I go? Like, be for real, you know what I mean? So that's step 2. Step 3 is don't go out at night. Like, limit your nightly activities unless you're in a group of like 5 people, like, or I mean, it doesn't have to be 5 people, but like, you know, a big group. Like, just, if you don't have to do, the thing is, do all the things you want to do just during the day. Like, if you want to see, please excuse me, y'all, it's so loud out here because we got the ocean. But if you want to do, my bad, y'all. If you want to go to a museum, if you want to go to the beach, if you want to go to the rainforest, to a national park, whatever you want to do, if you want to check out a certain restaurant, just do all those things during the day. Like, if you want to go on a boat, have a boat adventure, do it no late. Like, do it, have it be a sunset thing, but it's back by 6, 7. Like, just don't be out late. That avoids a lot of issues, because like, even at the event yesterday, I went out for the first time at night, like, by myself. Like, I pulled up by myself, I left. Luckily, I didn't leave by myself, because like, I have angels, so somebody ended up escorting me home, and it was quite a ways away, but he ended up living there. Like, that's like, he wasn't even going out of his way, but he was able to like walk me. It was just so perfect, because at first I was confused. I thought he was like literally escorting me all the way home, but then we got to this one corner, like the last turn right before where I'm staying at. He started walking the other way. I'm like, oh, it's this way. He was like, okay, well, this is where we say goodbye or whatever. And I'm just like, wait, you live there? I thought the whole time he was just escorting me home because it was raining. We were headed down this path. I was on a bike, he was on a scooter, and it was like a 10-12 minute ride in the rain. And anyway, but so even at that event that I went to at night, I felt safe. I wasn't too far away, and it was like I was meeting up with this person at 7. I was supposed to get there at 7, but I ended up getting there at 8, and I ended up leaving at 10. And I wasn't that far away, and I didn't drink, so I felt comfortable. And I actually I felt like I didn't expect to stay till 10, but the vibes were just so good. I was feeling really good. It was Friday the 13th. A beautiful day, like just a beautiful, amazing day. But I mentioned it to say that like that went fine, but at the same time my head was on a swivel and I was being aware of what was around me, because it was kind of like it was a function, and there were a lot of men. There were so many men. At one point I was counting the women, and there were only like 4 or 5 women in the vicinity, and there were like 3 to 4 times the men to women. Yeah, like 4. Yeah, there were a lot of men at one point. And then I noticed that, and I started just tuning in with the women and like locking in on the women or whatever, and really leaning on their feminine energy, because I feel so safe around women. I just feel like we have such a solidarity, and we just really stick together no matter what, no matter if we know each other or anything. Like we just really, we're like sisters are like sisters. We're global sisters, and the women, like we just are tuned into each other. And I was just looking around, there were just so many men, and sometimes they just in the back, they just be watching us, because like the women, we were all dancing and stuff and being magical how we are. And yeah, but so I just wouldn't have felt comfortable drinking in that situation, because there were men that of course are going to try to talk to you if they see you drinking. Like men are calculated like that, and they'll plot on you. They're like animals, plot, like watching you in nature, ready to attack, ready to pounce. So you can't be vulnerable. Like you can't make it easy for them. You have to stay sober. You have to stay alert. You have to stay vigilant. Make sure they know that you see them. Like make sure they know like that you're not an easy target. That's really what it's about. Like, and you have to have a level of confidence and self-awareness to be able to pull this off. You have to have a level of trust in yourself. This is why discipline is important. This is why you have to keep promises to yourself, and you can't let yourself down. Because if you don't trust yourself, that means you won't trust yourself to be able to protect yourself and keep yourself safe traveling. That's why you don't trust yourself to be able to travel. If you don't, maybe you do. Maybe you know that you can travel because you know you got you. You know that no matter what, you got you. So you don't even go against you, right? But if sometimes you go against you, that means that you subconsciously know that if you're put in a position where you can make 2 choices, one choice might put you in harm's way, one choice might keep you fucking safe. You don't know if you're gonna make the right choice, because sometimes you don't be making the right choices, or you make the wrong choices a lot because you don't do what you should do. Like that's why you need to be able to do what you know you need to do. So on that note, that's how you stay safe. Let's review one more time, because this is what I've learned in my journey so far, in my 8 years of travel, right? Is that we have to know God. We have to listen to the synchronicities. We have to know that our intuition is going to steer us correctly. Our gut, that's God speaking to us, right? No, God is going to make sure that, our angels, we're going to be guided. There's going to be like gut feelings. There's going to be different ways that you just know. It's like when people ask me, like, don't you feel like scared to travel by yourself? And I always immediately, I just think about God. I just think about how, like, and I'm not gonna get emotional, but like I really love my God. Like I love my Creator, because I am sent angels. If you believe in God, like if you really rock with the Most High, you will always be good, because there is like we're sent angels. Like, I'm telling you, like, we won't be put in harm's way. We will whoop, like, if dangerous coming this way, whoop. I'm telling you, unless you go against God, like, that's the only way you'll get yourself into some stuff, is if you're going against God again and again and again and again, and like really just are being reckless. But if you are staying present, if you are, you know, just doing good, watching your thoughts and motivating yourself, like keeping your energy high, keeping your vibes high, staying in control of your mind, and being present, like being like just observing and worshiping and giving thanks. If you're giving thanks out here, you'll be able to hear and receive the messages. If you're open to it, you'll be able to hear and receive the messages. So you really don't have anything to worry about. So that's step 1, right? Step 2 is to stay sober. Stay sober, and also I'm gonna add on to that, because it's the whole point of staying sober is just so that you can stay alert, so that you can stay conscious and just aware of everything, aware of yourself, spatial awareness, right? Like every so often I look back. Now, I don't look back all fast like I'm being paranoid or anything, or like I'm scared. I just slowly move my head around. I'm not trying to draw any attention to myself. No sudden movements. We gotta stay cool, right? That's what I've learned. Stay chill, stay cool, know your friends. Like, there's 2 women over here. I know they're angels. I know that they're good vibes. I know that if I needed something, I could go over there and ask them and it would be good. Like, I feel their energy. And that's the thing, like, you're gonna be put in situations where, okay, this feels safe, or this doesn't really feel good. And when you feel off, you move. That's the key. Just keep moving, and keep, like, when you kind of need direction and when you're kind of at a fork in the road, take a moment, breathe. Like, it's okay. Like, there's really no rush. Take a moment and breathe and just look around a little bit, and then you'll know. Like, you'll see a sign or something, or you'll just feel pulled, or maybe you'll lock eyes with somebody that's in a certain direction and it feels safe to go that way. And it kind of just works like that. It takes practice, because to start to be aware and notice it, and to be like, and to believe it, really, to believe it, and to be like, whoa, and to trust it, right? It takes a little bit of practice. So, but yeah, so that's step 2, is to stay sober. Oh, what I was gonna say was also stay healthy, right? Like, drink water and eat clean, because the whole point is to kind of be alert and to keep our vessel clear and clean, so that we can hear the voice of the whispers of God, and so that we can feel the inclinations and the tugs and the pulls of that are leading us and guiding us, and kind of helping us navigate through our journey, because ultimately we are out here by ourselves. So nobody is telling us where to go, what to do, but us. So we're completely in charge of ourselves. We have complete autonomy of keeping ourselves, complete responsibility over ourselves, rather. So, yeah. So just to be taking care of your vessel, be taking care of your body, get the nutrients you need, eat fruits and vegetables, you know, breathe, get in the ocean if you have the ability, get in the ocean, like, just like take care of your vessel, and don't try not to poison it too much, but have fun, still have fun, but, you know, just be aware that you want to stay on the frequency of being protected, right? You want to be in the frequency of safety, and not in this, like for example, you know how really unhealthy food is, like, sometimes cheap, not all the time, but sometimes it's like really cheap and poor quality made, like not made well, and it's just made out of crap. So it can be like that. Like, if you're eating a lot of that stuff, then wow, I really be having cotton mouth out here. If you're eating a lot of that stuff, then you might be tainting your vessel a little bit. So just make sure to keep a balance and stay harmonious. And so yeah, number 3 is to only do things during the day, pretty much. Like, the sun goes down. Once the sun goes down, the energy changes. And so at 6, you're still fine, right? People are getting off work. At 7, the last of the stragglers are headed home. But you should be part of that last of the stragglers. 8, latest, you know what I mean? Like, the later it is, the more riskier it gets, right? The more drunk people are getting, the more ballsy men are getting. Men are really the danger. Really, you just want to stay away from the men. And the men come out after work. And the men come out, you know, some of them are out during the day too. And I don't want to say it's only men that are dangerous, but ladies, y'all know what I mean. So, yeah. Those are my 3 tips. Stay safe, y'all. Thank you. Bye.